Hello, I'm Zardus, and let's play City Skylines. Welcome to Inverisle. This will be my next series, and we are going to get started today with episode 1. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I do a lot of City Skylines stuff with a little bit of an emphasis on more of the gameplay rather than intense detailing. Now, this series in particular will have some mods. I have some turned on right now, but I am trying to stick primarily to mods that will not affect the gameplay. We will be playing for the milestones, and it's funny, we're just looking at the starting intersection, which isn't all that exciting, so let's exit out of that. Oops. Anyway, I'll just get a nice view here. So, a lot of the mods that we have are based on graphics and making the game look better. And then I also will be using some custom assets, primarily things that maybe I built myself using the road editor or things like that, or other road networks, because I feel like those really enhance the game a lot without really changing anything in particular. But, let's take a quick look at the map. This is my new map. I released it last night, and I made it just for this series. And what we're going to do, our starting tile is right here, and I designed it so that we can draw water from over here and pump water out over here, because, and we'll get there in a minute, we have to build a road. Always have to build a road. It won't let me build these gravel roads. Alright. Build a road. Okay, so now we can come in here and see the water flow. There is a little bit of a drain here. It's a very useful thing for vanilla play when you're not using sewage treatment mods and things like that. But, let's see. What I did, I designed the starting interchange in a way that allows you to really design how you want it to be in the map. And so I wanted it to be very simple, because I don't know what you're going to want to do. You might want to extend the highway this way, you might want to send the highway up that way, doesn't matter. But for now it's just a very basic placeholder. And what I want to do, now we can do gravel roads. These are my own creations. I have the plain gravel road that is not loading properly. Yep, okay, so I need another acid real quick. We'll just check this. That one's not working quite right. Okay, so we won't use those just yet. Okay, so we're going to start with a regular gravel road. I like to do gravel roads in the beginning of a city because that is much cheaper. If you look at it, it costs 19 cents per week and 20 per cell, whereas the 2-lane road is 32 per week and 40 per cell. So they are quite a bit more expensive, and that means in the beginning, by using gravel, we can build more. And what I want to do, there is a castle up here. I'll show it to you real quick. And so I think what I want is kind of a road coming down here, probably. But then, like, the old town will be in here. And the newer town will be over here. But to get there, there would have been a road coming over this way, because it made sense that there would be an older bridge through there. So we will get this road built. And one of the mods that I have is this topographic lines toggler, which makes it easier to see the topographic lines than going all the way through there. So what we're going to do is we'll have the road come around this way. And just say that this old road curves through here. And then, let's see, actually, to get there, there wouldn't have been a tunnel. It would have gone this way, I think, would have been the pass through the mountain. So we're going to bring this over this way, unlike that, and say that is the old road. Okay, so now we can turn off, actually we'll keep those on for a minute. So that is the main road. I am going to, the other mod that, if you're not familiar with it, that this button here is Ultimate Eye Candy. And what we're going to do, just turn off the day-night cycle. We can change the time of day as much as we want, which really makes it easy for screenshots and stuff like that. But anyway, so now we have our main road there, and we're going to have a lot of development along here. But this area can be a new town, so it will be a little bit more planned out. And what I want to do is, let's see, we'll have the palace up there. I want some main government buildings more down here, so we are going to take this out, actually, and make this a little bit more straight, I think. Yeah, so then what we'll do is along here we'll have enough space. We'll go about 15 squares. And then we'll come down to there. And I wish that lined up better. Let's bring it this way. There we go. So that is going to be reserved for government buildings. The main government. The idea that I have here is that this is kind of like the capital city of a small country. And we are based primarily on Scotland. We're kind of inspired by Scotland, if you couldn't tell by the name of Inverisle. But we're not sticking to that, like this has to be, everything has to be Scottish. It's just inspired that way. But anyway, so we're going to have the main government in there, and then we can build off of that. Let's, one thing I want to do here is I want to do some smaller block type things here. And by that, I mean something I did back in Fairview Shores, where we will have a walking path in there, but we can't do a walking path quite yet. But we'll have 1, 2, say 3 deep, and then we'll have walking path, and then 1, 2, 3 deep, and so here we want 7 squares in there. So this will come down here, and we are going to have the new town be a bit grid-like. I think that is 7. 4, 7, yeah, okay. And we'll just come down here. Yeah, okay. And then on this side, we'll just have smaller blocks. I feel like these would be a little bit more centered. So let's go there. And there. That's a little bit better. Okay, so now this one is going to come over this way. Oh, we'll have an autosave in there. Okay. And this is going to come down. Not going to be straight. Let's take that out so we can get a straight line in here. This would get curved? Okay, let's come down like that. Something's not right. But we'll keep it. And then we'll do that there. Then we're going to come back this way, and that is going to be our main planned area. So then we'll just get this in like that so that it is even. And I think the hill makes it a little bit not quite perfect, but I'm fine with that. It'll look a little bit better when we have buildings in there as well. But then what we need to do is now our main road, well, first of all, it's a little bit wonky, but we're going to bring it over like that and in. And then I also want to bring this one up like that. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So that is the main road. Like the old main road. What we'll do then, so we need both of these roads to come in, and then we're going to have a roundabout here. So we'll use an actual road for the roundabout, because it should be one ways. Let's see, how far are we making this? Let's go ahead and do it 10 by 10. Nope, that's too big. Changed my mind already. 5 by 5 should do. For now, at least. Then get this locked in place. That helps the circle maintain its shape when we come in here with that road. And then we're going to come in with the gravel road. Bring this one like that. And then hopefully we can get like part of it that way. Part of it that way. And then this one can come over like this. And actually what I want to do, yeah, we'll have this come over here.
Hello again, from the classics.
And then we want part of it to go that, that kind of looks funny. We'll test it in a moment here though. See how we like it. It's kind of a really wonky thing. So let's take that out. Just have it be one road coming off. And then we'll have another one come off this way. That will come down in that direction. Okay, so then this road, the original road, is going to come in like that, and we'll just end this road there. Okay, that is our basic layout, and what we're going to do is we'll get a little bit of industry. See, we have an old factory here. There is going to be industry in here. We'll get some down over here. That'll be the plan. So we'll go ahead and get a road coming off here for the power plant. Get another road coming this way for industry. Like that. Okay, so then we'll put our power plant right over here. Unfortunately, it might make our trees a little bit ugly. Let's pause the game now that we are using a lot of money. We're going to put our water intake over here, like I had said. And we'll put our sewage outflow right there. So then our pipe is going to come this way, come down there, and then it will be fairly organized through here. We'll come down this way, 440, come out, come this way, 440, and over. And if you don't know the 440 trick, it's a good way to get your overlap to be right. So you come down 440 and then go over, and it just overlaps a tiny bit. But then we'll bring this one further down and go over. It's not quite what I wanted to do. That is what I wanted to do. And then we need to get power, first of all, to there. And then we're going to need to bring power along here. We'll start on the edges. And this will come down like that. And then just go right over to there. So now we are pretty much out of money. So we are going to get started zoning some homes in here. And we'll speed up the game real quick. I'm going to have a little coffee and we'll see what happens. So we have people moving in, which is quite nice. They haven't arrived. They have quite a bit of a drive to get here. And I would like to, real quick, let's turn the topographic lines back on. We need to get some spaces for residential in here. I don't want to do too much in here. This is all going to be commercial, really. But outside of that is fair game for residential. But I also don't want to be grid-like in here anymore. So what we're going to do is we'll come down this way. This road will come along like that. And then this one can go straight for a little bit. Didn't like that. And then gonna follow this topographic line a little bit here. Like that, probably. Then we'll just get one road coming down here. And another road crossing down this way. Oh, we are out of money. Okay, let's get started up again here. And we're not going to have the money to build the pipes over there, and I think we may actually need a loan. What we'll do is we'll come into the budget and we're going to reduce our power and water expenses because we don't really need those very much. On pause here. We should still have plenty of power and water even with the budget cut. Now, what is the first milestone? 420. Let's go ahead and get some people in here, and I guess we'll start with people in here just so that we can get to that milestone. We'll get commercial in there as well. Then I think, yeah, we didn't get the water line built out to that part yet, so we'll just get the industry right in there to start. Now we should have enough zoning to get to that first milestone, and then we'll get a big grant, I believe. And we can come in here and take these out now as well. The one thing about this map is that the buildable area is very low, but that means that your milestones have been scaled to meet that. So, for example, the highest milestone is at 46,000, and the last map I did, which was the Two Rivers map in vanilla, had that milestone at 80,000, so quite a big difference there. But now we need just a little bit more, and we will get to that 420 mark and get our first milestone. And now we have people that are arriving. We have our first little bit of traffic. There we go. Alright, so we have a milestone here. We are going to have to deal with garbage now, though. And eventually we will want to do schools, but first, let's get a landfill in here before they start complaining. Let's go ahead and put it there. Okay, then let's also get some more water over here, because that is where I want to expand the residential zoning, as well as back into here for the industrial. Let's just come over to there, I think. Okay, that should work. And then we can just do this through here. Pretty soon we'll be able to take those power lines out as well. But not yet. I almost took them out now, which would be pretty bad. And eventually we are going to have to redo this zoning, now that I'm looking at it and remembering that I literally just said that we were going to reserve a little space for pedestrian walkways. Let's just take those out. That's going to be all redone anyway. But now let's speed up the game again. And the next milestone is at 800. And then we'll get another tile, and I plan to unlock this one. Going to slowly make our way over in this direction. That is the main building area. We have more demand for industrial, so we'll go ahead and fill this in. And I really want to get to the next milestone so that I can unlock farms, and then we're going to get some farms out in here. You can see there is a lot of fertile land. I can't show you right now, but this different color green is fertile land, and I've put that in a lot of the low-lying areas. This area is ore, so we could have ore industry in here. The snow over here is the oil, so we probably won't have any oil fields or anything like that. We could still have oil refineries, and I will show you how to do that when we get there. It looks like we are having some power issues, so I'm going to up the budget again for that. We'll go all the way to 100%. I don't like messing with the budget very much. Water availability is low as well. We'll go ahead and up that. We have the budget space anyway. But now we'll come over here and get some more homes in here. And we'll go ahead and fill this part as well. And come over this way. Now I do think, let's see, I think I had wanted a road to come through there. Like that. I like that. Alright, so now we are ready for a little more industry over here. We're going to come over this way. Look at that. We can get that road coming all the way down like that. I like it when roads kind of make themselves pretty clear in terms of where they should be. And there is the next thing. We can do districts. We can do agriculture, which is really what I wanted to get to pretty quickly. So we're going to go ahead and unlock this tile here. And then we are going to extend our road further. Let's turn on the topographic line here. We're going to come out this way. And here's where it gets a little bit tricky. This road is going to come up this way. And kind of be like the main road going up into the castle. Kind of like the high street. So this is the really old town in here. But that should work well. Now we have space to build out there. What I want to do is go ahead and get some of the districts in here. We're going to mark this specific spot here as Newtown. And then we're going to come down up here. We're going to do this as, say, the Royal Mile, which again is inspired a bit by Scotland and Edinburgh in particular. And right now I'm just trying to mark a few things. This is going to be Old Town here. Come in like that. Old Town. And then what we're going to do is, I have a long list of possible names for districts. And this one here is going to be Inverisle, just so that we have something named Inverisle kind of in the center of the area. And then we'll know that that is what our town is called. Okay, so then what we can do is right away we can change this over to farming. So those buildings will all change to less polluting. And then we're going to bring this out this way. That worked out quite well. And then over in here we're going to have kind of less, I don't know the word I'm trying to get, like kind of more wild roads again, because we are doing farms back in here now. And really it was just this one area that is planned out. But let's go ahead and bring this out this way. And then make sure we have water out this direction. 440. We can't quite get it where I need it. So we'll have to bring a temporary water pipe that way. The industry is recovering a bit here. And now we'll just get a little bit more commercial in here, although we need to bring power this way, like that. Speed it up, and I think this is about where we will leave it today. So today we got our town started, and I'm really excited for this series. What my plan is to do is, right now I have another series going on called Havenbury, and that one is finishing up, but I wanted to get started with Inverisle at the same time, so I'll be alternating for a little while until Havenbury is done. If you haven't watched Havenbury, I do recommend that you check it out. I'm almost 80 episodes in, and it is a lot of fun. But yeah, anyway, I hope you liked the video today. If you did, please hit the like button. If you didn't, well, that is too bad. I'm not sure why you watched the whole thing. But either way, I had a great time. I hope you did as well. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you next time. Take care.